Hi, hello, it's me, Mckenna. What's up? On today's episode of Hee It's Mckenna, we're going to be making focaccia bread. Bread is good. Everybody likes bread. Even gluten intolerant people like bread. But bread also happens to be kind of boring. So in order to make things interesting, we are going to be recreating Vincent Van Gogh's legendary piece, The Starry Night, onto our focaccia bread. The first step is going to be to make the dough and find a great focaccia bread recipe, and I have already done some research. Who better to trust than the all-encompassing, beloved, wonderful Miss Claire Saffitz of the Bon Appetit Test Kitchen. She has a focaccia bread recipe on the Bon Appetit website that I'm going to be following today. I have all of the ingredients out now. I'm ready, I'm prepared. My workstation today is interesting because my kitchen is weird and small to film in. This is what I'm working with right now. Please subscribe, please like. I'm going great lengths to make these videos good for you guys. I've never made focaccia bread, so I'm interested to see how it goes down, and I love focaccia bread. I think it tastes focaccia delicious. Not a good one, not a good joke. Let's just get started with making the dough. I have my second camera set up, I have my hair back, I have my ingredients right here, and I have my recipe right here. The recipe that Claire has made is huge, and this is only gonna be for 2 people, so I'm gonna half her recipe. So the first thing we need is bread flour, 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup, and 1/8. Okay, we've got 1 1/4 cups of room temperature water going in. So Claire's recipe also uses a dough hook and a stand mixer. I don't have either of those. All I have are these hands. Who says I can't be a dough hook? It's not bad so far. Like, I've only been doing it for like a minute and it's already getting kind of shaggy. Bread making is a great exercise and something I really do appreciate. To get these arms a little bit swoller, they're kind of a little twiggy right now. I think I have a shaggy dough here. So the next step is to cover this, set it aside, and prepare the yeast. I love yeast. I've got a 1/4 cup of warm water here, and I need to use 1 1/8 teaspoons of dry yeast, active dry yeast. That's what I've got here. She just says a pinch of sugar, so I'll go in with a little, half a pinch since we're having the recipe. I'm gonna stir this with a fork till it's dissolved and then let it sit till it gets foamy. Okay, I'm setting a timer for 5 minutes. While we wait, I'm going to eat this Chobani strawberry Greek yogurt. Not sponsored, but what's your favorite flavor of yogurt? Comment below. There's our timer. Our yeast has frothed. Our dough has sat. We're ready to move on to the next step. Okay, pouring into bowl. Again, we don't have a stand mixer, so again, I will be doing this manually. Okay, this seems very wet. I don't know, I've never made focaccia, so maybe she's supposed to be that wet. I mean, she's that wet. It's looking like it's getting absorbed, I think, I hope. Oh, it's supposed to be. She says it'll look like a thick batter. It'll be extremely elastic and sticky, so that's good. Okay, so I've been mixing this for like a minute. All of the water is pretty much absorbed into the dough. Time to add salt. Time to add salt. I'm just gonna have to dirty up my salt container because I don't want to wash my hands right now. 2 tablespoons. Okay, so a tablespoon of salt. A whole tablespoon? All right. We continue mixing, increasing speed to medium. If I haven't mentioned, I don't have a stand mixer. If Claire's increasing her speed to medium on her stand mixer, then I've got to increase my arm speed to medium on my hand mixer. Hand mixer, no, hand mixers are actually a thing. This is just my hands. I feel the salt flakes. Like, Claire, is this gonna be the world's saltiest bread? I hope so. I honestly love salt. I'm literally so out of breath. I don't know if it's the air temperature. What? I'm just gonna keep kneading. It's looking elastic and it's looking sticky, and those are what Claire uses to describe how it should look, so. Could you imagine how big this dough ball would have been had I done the full frickin' recipe? It's already huge, like, this is for a family of, I don't know, I just literally froze in time. Bread making is mentally, physically, and emotionally draining. Our timer. Dough's got a good slap. Oh, that hurt. My hand. The next step is to pour 3 tablespoons of oil. I'm just gonna wing this part. So I've plopped my dough into my oil mixture. It's not an oil mixture. Cover and place in a warm spot until dough is doubled in volume. I'm gonna take this 2 or 3 hours of the dough rising to just relax, catch my breath, because I'm exhausted. I'm an idiot, okay? I am an idiot. I didn't read the whole recipe, meaning I didn't see the little part after you press all the dough into the pan that you have to let it chill for at least 8 to 24 hours after. I have my original Starry Night right here. This is the original Starry Night painting by Vincent Van Gogh himself. I was ready for that segment of the video, but unfortunately, it's not gonna happen. It's okay, we're gonna get through this. All right, I've got my pan here. This is a 13 by 9 inch pan. She says to drizzle about 2 tablespoons all over the pan. Use fingertips to rub all over the bottoms and sides. Okay, so now we've got our bowl. As you can see, it's definitely doubled in size. Okay, so I'm gonna fold the dough on top of itself a couple of times and then plop it into the baking sheet. So I have to fold it in half and then rotate and then fold it in half again. Now she says to cover it with plastic wrap. I don't have plastic wrap, so I'll use foil, I guess. I don't know. And let it sit for 10 more minutes to let the gluten relax. Okay, so we have our timer set for 10 minutes. I'll see you guys then. Okay, so now I pretty much just have to make this formed to the edges of this pan and then let it sit for 8 to 24 hours. Okay, I have her pressed all around the edges of this pan. And now I have to cover her back up. And with that, I will see you in 8 to 24 hours. Okay, hello. It's the next day. We have let our bread. It is bread. What? What just happened? I was thinking the word was bed, not bread, and I was like, bread? Oh, okay. So our bread is still in the refrigerator. It's been like 18 hours or so. Now I have to prepare the ingredients that I'm going to be using as the toppings to make our Starry Night onto our focaccia bread. So I'm just gonna be cutting up some onions, some garlic, some tomatoes, some shallot. Oh my God. I can't see anything. Oh my God. Okay, for the olives, I need it to be like a pasty type thing, and I know what olive tapenade is, but I don't really know what it is, so I'm just kind of winging it, and I threw a clove of garlic, olives, oil, and some salt in here, and I'm gonna blend it up and hope that it makes a good little paste thing. Okay, here's our tapenade, I guess. I don't really know if it's actually a tapenade, but it's something. All right, we've got our bread. I haven't opened it yet to see how it looks. I'm hoping that it looks good, obviously. Now I'm gonna have to let it sit out in a warm spot for another like hour or so. So before I do that, I'm gonna decorate it, let it sit, throw it in the oven, and we're gonna see how it turns out. I've got my Starry Night reference photo right here next to me. I've got all of my toppings to make this happen in front of me as well. And the first thing that I've envisioned from the start is using onions to kind of put the waves into this. Obviously the waves are like a very important part of the Starry Night, so I think that I can kind of emulate that with onions. This is going to be kind of abstract, but hopefully the end product you can kind of tell that the intention was to look like the Starry Night. I don't really know how this is gonna turn out. I'm just gonna keep layering onions here. Okay, we have our first curve down. I'm actually getting really excited about this because it's turning out kind of better than I thought it would. Okay, for the moon, I'm gonna set a tomato here. Also set a piece of garlic on the tomato to be a crescent. Now I'm gonna surround it with shallots. So there's that first star. It's so cute. And then I'm just gonna keep doing that for all of the little stars. A little bit of garlics for the details. It's so freaking cute. I'm getting really excited. This is the cutest thing I ever did. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the tapenade as this big, huge black figure tower thing, mountains, whatever you call that. Oh yeah, this is perfect. I've got to make room and adjust the swirl because everything's not proportioned correctly. All right, now we got to get this slender part up here. It looks awesome. I I think that this part is really the distinguishing factor of like, oh, that's a starry night. I think that's good on the tower. Now we gotta get the house details. I think for that, I'm just gonna kind of like get some basil action down here. I don't want it to taste gross, so I'm trying to keep that in mind. I'm just gonna put dried rosemary as more little detailing. I hope it doesn't make it disgusting because I didn't have any fresh rosemary and they didn't have any at the store. Would you be able to tell this is a starry night? I don't know. So now I'm gonna let it sit for about 40 minutes, give or take. Okay, so as per Claire's instructions, she says to drizzle a little bit more olive oil on top and then add some flaky salt. I don't have any flaky salt, so I'm just gonna do a few grinds of Himalayan pink salt. It is officially ready to go into the oven. I think that it looks pretty good so far. I mean, come on, a little bit at least. I think I really nailed the tower of all things, but definitely the rest of it, like, you get the idea. It's fun. That was supposed to be much more smooth. I'm so pumped to try this. It looks very delicious. I'm happy to see that it kept the whole Starry Night scene. You could still tell that it is the Starry Night. And I'm excited to cut into it and ruin my masterpiece and eat it. It's still warm. I love warm, fresh bread. Ooh, baby. Oh yeah. It looks so good. My mouth is watering so frickin' much. I need to cut a slice out of this. Ooh, baby. It's nice and airy and light and fluffy. Oh my god, it smells so good. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my god. I'm gonna put some of this balsamic glaze onto a little bite. Mmm. Oh my god. That is a lot of flavor. I mean, look at that. It's so tender, not tough or anything. The good crunchy bottom. The flavor of the actual bread too. Claire knows what she's doing. I love that addition of the pink salt that I grinded on, the big chunks of it, because every once in a while you just get a nice, really salty bite. Oh, there's a cat hair on it. Very fitting. Just look at this. Pillowy, gluten-y, airy with that crispy crust. I love that every bite has a different experience. Some of them have nothing and you just get to enjoy the bread. Some of them have just onions. Some of them have the tapenade, which I thought was gonna be kind of gross when it was cooked, but it turns out it's delicious. So all of my hard work for this video finally paid off and we ended up with a beautiful product and I'm so pleased and happy with how this bread turned out. I had a lot of fun making this video and I hope that you enjoyed watching it. It was quite the process. I wasn't expecting it to take so long, but in the end, I'm really happy with how it turned out. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a huge thumbs up for all of my efforts and also for just how fun and good this bread turned out. If you didn't enjoy this video, please don't give it a thumbs down because thumbs down are not welcome on this channel. You can also check out my channel and subscribe for more videos of me doing fun artsy things or trying on clothes and doing fashion things or just whatever lifestyle random thing I decide to do next. And also you can always comment down below any video ideas you have for me and I will consider doing them unless they're weird or too much work. I'm gonna go clean the rest of my kitchen now because it's an absolute disaster. Let me show you guys what I'm working with here. Just everything was thrown into the sink. We've got our lights in the pantry and then all of my pantry ingredients are just sitting on my desk right now. So yeah, I'm gonna deal with that.